welcome KCPS science teachers, and thank you for choosing this pathway simulation station. It means that you're kind of good with technology and you want to kind of integrate some online resources to help you out with your students. This is going to be great learning for you guys. Maybe you're familiar with Gizmos or PhET Learning, maybe one of them. Or maybe you used it in the past and you found you didn't know how to navigate Gizmo anymore because they did change all their stuff, or it's all completely new to you. I hope that you get something out of this and that you're able to use these in your classroom moving forward. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. And I didn't need to show this page, but we'll start here. So, simulation station, let's talk about what is it, what are we going to learn today. We'll briefly talk over objectives and then why we're in this, and then I'm going to jump into the actual content. This is actually going to be two separate videos because for the Gizmos portion, I've already recorded a video with Mr. Rick Bauman. He's our KCBA Science 6 through 8 teacher, and because I don't have students in my account, there were some things I needed him to perform, so we'll go check that out after this video, but I'll do the PhET one in this one. So we're going to learn about two different simulation platforms that will bring some lab experiences into your classroom. These are great for either having the students use and manipulate, or for you to project on the board so students can visualize things that are typically not able to be seen. And I'll show you an example of that today. We're going to explore the two resources. That's actually going to be separated into two videos, as I mentioned. And that will, I'll briefly show you some examples where you can find all the worksheets, assessments, all those sorts of things. You're going to practice finding and adding the simulations to your Google Classroom or to Canvas. And then I want you guys to create a full-on assignment, a lesson that uses this, uses these simulations, a simulation. And then I would love, this isn't going to be part of the assignment, but when you do that lesson with your students, I would love for you to give me feedback. How did it go? What were your other questions or thoughts? Any screenshots or pictures? I would love that. Why should we do this? Being aware and having the ability to utilize these resources will help students connect to the concepts more. When you're talking about atoms, they can't see atoms, but with a simulation, they get to kind of picture what that would be like in the real world. In physics, kinetic and potential energy and how those are converted between one and the other, that can be visualized now. And that's the one I'm going to show you guys today. So it enhances the learning of students more than it normally could. Now, first question is, how do I access PhET simulations and Gizmos? I believe on Canvas. I posted the links there for you guys, but you're not always going to be jumping on my Canvas page. So on any of the curriculum maps, this might be some new information. I talked to a teacher who did not know that these were links, but did you know that the district resource area is not just a bunch of pretty images? These are links. So if you click on it, it gives you links to your PhET, your Gizmos, Discovery Education, CPO, if you're in physics, Canvas. So all those are links that take you places. So we're going to go ahead and open up PhET simulations. If you have to log in, I'm pretty sure just logging in with your Google account will get you right in. But your page should look similar to this once you're there. If not, up at the top, just go to Simulations, All Sims, or you can even pick what category you're in. As you can tell, they have 108 results. I'm keeping this filter here, which is HTML5. These are able to be used on the students' Chrome devices. They might have a few other simulations. They did a good job of actually making everything compatible in the past. So you should find a lot of things there. So you can take your time kind of perusing, but like you got building a nucleus. That would be good for chemistry. Solar systems, I bet middle school could really utilize that. There's actually some math things in there that I was looking at today. Ecology or kind of biology, greenhouse effects. So they do have things for all the different categories, not as much in biology. Biology, you're going to like Gizmos a little bit more. But I want to show you guys one of my favorite, physics and motion. I'm going to go and open this up. So when you click on that, it'll take you to here. Before I actually launch that, I do want to show you that if you scroll down, you will have teaching resources, I'll have to sign in to show it, but you got activities that you can download. Here you go. You don't need to sign in. So these are different worksheets that have been created by either FET approved authors or even other people. Sometimes I found really good resources here to just use. Maybe if you like, these are full-on lab reports, things that you could use in your classroom or slightly modify. So those are good to look at. When we get to Gizmos, Gizmos actually has even better than this. I love their format. And as you can see, they do have translations as well, which is pretty, I think that's new, at least since I've been using it. I'm going to go ahead and launch this just to show you guys how powerful that this can be. Pretend that we're in a physics course and we've been covering the different types of energies. And I've taught the kids, hey, law of conservation of energy, energy is not created or destroyed, only transferred. And the kids just quite aren't getting that. So we can come to the energy skate park. And what this does is, okay, we could talk with the students about, hey, what sort of energies are we seeing? Well, potential and kinetic energy. I love this chart. And you can get a few other, like I can do a pie chart as well. So that's going to show how that's transferring between the other. The bar chart, I think, does a better job. But you'll notice we're in a perfect system. So my total energy is remaining the same, and my kinetic and potential keep bouncing out all around each other. Well, look what happens when I add in a little bit of friction. Total energy stays the same. So again, we're not talking about creating or destroying energy, but that energy is being converted, and now we can have a conversation. Oh, it's heating up the wheels or the track. And then that heat is dispersing into the environment. So you can no longer utilize that energy. And then you got all sorts of different experiments. You can change gravity, excuse me, and all sorts of things that make this such a valuable resource for students for visualizing that kind of transfer of energy. Students can even make their own roller coasters. There's plenty of lessons that go with it. Down at the bottom, you see now they can do an activity where they measure. They can build graphs. So this is building graphical information for analysis. Beautiful. And then playground where the kids can just mess around, build out their own roller coaster. Try to do a loop-to-loop is a good challenge so that students know, okay, I got to have more energy to start to make it through the whole loop. So that is PhET simulation. I don't want this video to go long because you do also have to watch part of the other video, which is over Gizmos. You don't have to watch the entire video, but for that Gizmos videos, they've made some changes over the years that make it a little annoying to first set up your class. I've tried to talk to them. They will be working on changes, but for now, follow the instructions of that video and you'll see how to set it up. And then once you have kids on Gizmos, by far, it's the best simulations you can use with your students. And it comes with an accompanying lab sheets that you can easily tweak for whatever you need. So let me go ahead and end this video now and stop sharing. And I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye.